Welcome to my channel. Enjoy this video and subscribe my channel. Jagged Edge Productions' Twisted Childhood universe is set to converge in 2025 with the release of an epic horror crossover known as Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble. Spearheaded by the independent horror film production company's newfound mascot, Winnie the Pooh, Monsters Assemble aims to bring together all the blood-soaked villains from films like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey and Bambi, The Reckoning into one massive crossover event. Though the franchise is only a few years old, the Poohniverse is already one of the most ambitious ideas in recent horror history, aping the success of tentpoles like the MCU. The vision for the Twisted Childhood universe was launched in 2023 with Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, which reimagined A.A. Milne's beloved childhood character as a bloodthirsty slasher. The concept of Jagged Edge's entire production model is rather simple, and the Twisted Childhood universe simply takes classic children's IP in the public domain and turns them into horror movies. The aforementioned Blood and Honey was a surprise box office smash, and the indie company quickly green-lit a ton of similar projects. Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble will arrive just 2 years after the franchise debut, and could be the capper on the entire Twisted Childhood universe. Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble latest news. Many months after the Twisted Monster Mash was first announced, the latest news comes in the form of an update regarding Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble from the film's producer. Scott Jeffrey oversees the current wing of the Twisted Childhood universe, and he spoke candidly about what to expect in the epic crossover movie. Besides explaining that the movie would have a bigger budget than any of the standalone films, he also explained that there are Easter eggs hinting at the crossover in the individual movies. Nothing about Jeffrey's above statement is particularly new, but the producer did go on to drop some major bombs. Perhaps the biggest surprise, Jeffrey announced that, "You're gonna get Mary Poppins, she's gonna be a nightmare." While details about the beloved nanny's appearance are being kept under wraps, it's unclear how she fits into the company's public domain model. The first appearance of Mary Poppins in the 1926 short story Mary Poppins and the Matchman is indeed public domain, but her more iconic look is still under copyright. This means that the Poohniverse version of the character won't look very familiar. Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble is confirmed, fast-tracking their epic cinematic universe. Jagged Edge Productions announced Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble in early 2024. The news came alongside announcements for various other Twisted Childhood universe movies including Bambi, The Reckoning, Pinocchio, Unstrung, and Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, which are set to release in 2024 and 2025. Though details regarding the Avengers-like crossover film are still somewhat thin, it has been confirmed that Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey director Reese Frake Waterfield will return to helm Monsters Unleashed. Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble production status. Like most of the upcoming Twisted Childhood universe movies, Jagged Edge has revealed a release window for their planned crossover event film. Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble will be arriving sometime in 2025, though an exact release date will likely remain elusive until production wraps. Jagged Edge is known for their lightning-fast turnaround times, and the upcoming Bambi, The Reckoning shot for less than a month before wrapping in the early months of 2024. Despite being the most ambitious film to come from the indie studio yet, Monsters Assemble will likely be shot just as quickly. Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble cast. Though the full cast hasn't been revealed yet, several returning stars from other Twisted Childhood movies are already confirmed. Having taken over the role in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, Scott Chambers will return as Christopher Robin. Meanwhile, Megan Placido will play Wendy Darling, a role she also plays in Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. Similarly, Roxanne McKee will reprise her Bambi, The Reckoning role as Zana, and Louis Santer will bounce back into the cinematic universe as the evil version of Tigger from Blood and Honey 2. Mary Poppins will appear in the crossover movie, but her part hasn't been cast yet. Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble story details. Unlike the Avengers movies, which see the heroes come together to fight evil, Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble is going to be the exact opposite. While specifics are still being kept under wraps, Monsters Assemble will do just that by bringing together the twisted versions of Pooh, Tigger, Rabbit, Owl, Piglet, Pinocchio, Sleeping Beauty, Bambi, the Mad Hatter, Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and even Mary Poppins. Though the band of slashers will likely team up, some friction within the group is also promised, meaning a few monsters might tussle as well. Interestingly, Several of the promised villains haven't been introduced into the Twisted Childhood universe yet, including the Mad Hatter and Sleeping Beauty, and it will likely take some creative storytelling to shoehorn them in. Though a Sleeping Beauty movie is promised in the future, it won't likely come out before Poohniverse, Monsters Assemble. How the heroes like Christopher Robin and Zana fit into the story also hasn't been revealed yet.